everybody's heard it. The just the nightmares that people have especially in remodeling, because there's people living in the home a lot of times. And we were like, man, it doesn't have to be like that. I mean, we've done enough of these that if you do a few of the right things, you plan, you stage things right, we can pull this off. And what was cool was we not only pulled it off, but within the first year or so started really getting some rave reviews from clients and having fun with it, like I said. And that's really what kind of started it for us. We've heard the phrase, the working on the business instead of in the business, but I was really taking that to heart. It was like, okay, we've got a solid 10 years or so under our belt. What in the world are we doing with this thing for the next 10 to 15 years, And that's, like I said, when I really started to look from the outside in and realize that there's a lot of things that I wanted to put into the company. We needed systems and we needed processes, and ultimately, what could we do to get this company to a point where it could run without us? And that didn't mean that we wanted to stop working by any means, sure. But I think we both knew that if we could get this business to the point where it could run without, us having to be so involved in it, that would be the ultimate outcome, because it would give us flexibility, opportunity to, maybe set it up for sale or pass it on to someone else. So that was the focus. 2014, 15. And then around 2016, I actually got approached by a company called Alair Homes, which is a franchise model. And that, kind of resonated with me because of all the things that I was looking at. I came across Alair and realized that this is a pretty good opportunity because they were kind of putting everything into one package. So anyway, they provide a lot of back-end services and things like that. But so once we did that, we got to a position where we started to embrace all sorts of things. We started to embrace, I'm not sure if you're familiar with EOS, the Entrepreneur Operating System. Yep. And things like traction. Really started getting to that point where we were working on all of those different parts and pieces so that we could identify the various roles within the company. The people that were going to be needed to take over certain things, really delegating a lot of the things that we were doing. And part of that opportunity that I had with Alair was also allowed me to become a regional partner for them, which in a way is sort of like a business coach type of role. I help to recruit other builders and remodelers that might be interested in what we're doing at Alair. And then I support their ongoing operations. So for us, it was an opportunity for me to, really, I was realizing around 2016 or 17 that that's where my focus was. My interest in remodeling and building stuff was starting to wane because I've done so much of it, but my passion was really around the business side, helping. What could I do to get involved, not only from my own business, but other businesses, and help folks really get their head around getting the most out of their business.